Hello, my name is Ashley Duncan. I'm the chemistry teacher at Cedar Collegiate High School. This is my third year here, and this is my 7th year teaching in total. Collegiate is different from other high schools in that it has a very small environment. So we approximately admit 100 students a year, so that means that our school doesn't exceed 400 students. So with it being smaller, it gives you an opportunity to truly form a community. Or to truly form a village. And everybody knows about the old African proverb where it says that it takes a village to raise a child, and I think that because it is small, it does give us the opportunity to have that village mentality, because at any given moment a parent might walk through your classroom, or a parent might pick up the phone and call you, or a parent might call you at home on your cell phone to see how you're doing, to see where their child has progressed. And I think teachers do the exact same thing. If we know that something's going on with a student, or if they have something going on in terms of their family life, we'll pick up the phone and call and check on them too. So I think the fact that we do have the concept of family here, that we really do care a lot about each other, and in that it allows us the opportunity to truly go the extra mile because we had a personal connection. First of all, with me teaching science, I try very hard not to present myself as being I don't want to say a stereotypical science teacher, but I know in most cases and instances, my colleagues, we do know a lot, and we know a lot of things that the average person doesn't know. So in some cases and instances, that gives us a certain air of arrogance. So the first thing that I try to do is to just make my students understand that I'm an average everyday person, just like they are. Just like they have issues, I have issues. Just like they have weaknesses, I have weaknesses. And I think that builds that trust. If I make a mistake in class, I don't try to cover it up. I made the mistake. Thank you for helping me correct it, and we keep it moving. So I think it starts first, and then of course I'm really, really big on relationships. So once the student knows how much you care, then they're going to work hard for you too, because they know that you're making decisions that are in the best interest of them. But as long as a student is willing to give 100%, I'll give them 200%. So that includes if you need me to come in the morning to help you, hey, I'll come early in the morning. If you want to sit down and have lunch and work through a couple of problems through lunch, I'll do that. Also, after school tutorials. And what I've done this past school year is I do a lot of pre-assessment. And I've created what's called Club Chemistry. So this is a mandatory tutorial group of students who have been identified through pre-assessments as needing additional assistance and support in specific areas. So rather than me doing the tutoring on the back end, then we do the tutoring on the front end. So if I know that there are skills that will possibly keep a student from mastering something in my class, then we'll work on those prerequisite skills first. And I might even introduce the concept a little bit in that tutorial session, so that when those struggling students get in class with everybody else, it's like they're all on the same level. They're all starting from the same thing, instead of a student kind of realizing on the back end that I've got an issue with this, or me as a teacher realizing on the back end that, oh my God, this student has issues with algebraic expressions. So again, rather than finding out on the back end, we're going to work on those algebraic expressions before we even begin the chemistry. So that way a kid can come in here and they already feel successful because they've mastered those prerequisite concepts. I think that great is an understatement. I think that truly Cedar Collegiate High School is one of the best schools. It is the best school in the state as far as I'm concerned. And I know that in terms of early college high schools and where we stand statistically in terms of our student achievement data, that we are one of the best early college high schools in the country. So would I encourage a student to come here, or encourage parents to send their kids here? Most definitely, because I think that here, this is an opportunity school. So no matter no matter what gaps in learnings and whatever preconceived notions, or you don't necessarily have to be the smart kid to come to the school and to be successful. As long as you are willing to come here and you're willing to put in the work, my colleagues, my administrators will spend the night here with you, trying to get you to where you need to be. So I really think that is that's something that's awesome, because here we don't turn our back on kids. We don't put kids in a category where I know that this particular kid is not necessarily going to do well on this particular activity, or that particular kid is, they just can't learn. We don't do that. Wherever you are, you can come to us in 10th grade on a 3rd grade reading level. We're going to work. We're going to put in work to get you where it is that you need to be. So just the fact that a parent can send their son or their daughter here and know that they're not coming to school, it's like you're coming to a home away from home, and we just so happen to put the education in there when we can. It just, as a parent, that was something that would make me comfortable, because again, I know that when my child is away from me and they're in this environment, that there is somebody who is making decisions that are always going to be in the best interest of my child and their future.